How does Instagram marketing work? That is basically brand awareness, improved engagement in large scale, and audience growth. I would like to give you a short brief on all of them. Brand awareness as it works wonders for brands because 83% of users confess that the social media networks helps them discover new products or services better, get people show more trust in brands that it presents on Instagram. Improved engagement. Social networks are one of the best channels as we maintain relationship with our customers as they allow getting feedback on channel from the audience on the go through their comments, engaging with them via their content, notifying them about their special offers. Instagram works as a customer engagement in better than other social media platforms. Facebook has to work more active on Instagram. Instagram gets 20% more engagement. In large scales, Instagram lets business make the most of their platform. It offers powerful set of tools that allows to shop right from Instagram. And current, I don't have as such a platform. Among them, there are links in Instagram stories, shopping tags, ads, and much more. The audience, this opportunity is available on Instagram as it ad manager and target the most suitable audience according to the demographic data and their interests on your page. I would now like to call upon my co-host Asha to address your head.
Thank you so much, Vidhi. So I'm going to be talking about some tips to market your brand on Instagram. As you all can see on the screen, I'm going to talk about I'm going to give you a tip on the 4 ways to market your brand. First one is change your account to a business account. Second is post product teasers. Use Instagram stories and collect user submitted photos. So when it comes to business account, before you start thinking about your Instagram marketing plan, you should think about having an Instagram business account. It is very easy to change your current account into a business account. You just go on settings and switch to a business profile and you are all set. There are some clear benefits of having a business profile. For example, followers can click on your contact button to get in touch with you right from the beginning, like how how it goes on websites, works on websites, something like that. A business profile also allows you to create and publish Instagram ads without needing to use Facebook advertising tools. You can also access Instagram analytic tools called Insights that provides you with statistics and impressions about how many people have viewed your post, reached, how many of the people have shared your post and saved it in their Instagram. Then once you've unlocked these free perks that come along with the business profile, you just need to start using them to track your matrix and understand your audience. Second, post your product teasers. uh, what if you could sell more products just by posting product teasers on Instagram? Instagram is a great place to advertise your products, and if you play your cards right, you won't annoy your users or scare them off with advertising and advertisements either. These ads work because they aren't very pushy, they are laid back like us, and they tease users with discount and product images to upload on the app and shop around. Now, when it comes to a person like me, I just love discounts. So the sole reason of me saving a particular post or sharing a post with my friends would be, hey guys, there is a sale, there is a discount on this particular brand product. Let's just go and buy it. So if you are into all of that, so Instagram is like a good way to market your brand. Then, for example, one example I could give you is Starbucks. Now, if you're scrolling through Instagram, Starbucks will always post teasers to its audience by announcing seasonal drinks. It has sharp imagery and without forcing people to buy them. When you tease people about your product, about a product that they are interested to buy, you don't push them into buying anything, and they will more likely pull a trigger and they will actually buy your product. Then if not, if they don't buy your product in the end, at least they will be engaging with your post and liking it in the end. And yeah, so that's one way. It helps you to create even sponsor ads. Then the third tip would be use your Instagram stories. Instagram stories are a best way to market your brand when you want to generate leads. Instagram stories differ from regular Instagram posts, but they are in a slideshow format. They are live for 24 hours, but these stories, as we all know, get saved and you can always repost them as and when you like it. Rather than appearing on the news feed, they appear in the small area in the beginning of the Instagram app. Brands can use stories to capture the behind scenes and insider posts that may not be of high quality, and you don't have to worry about posting much content that aligns with the so-called aesthetic of your brand or Instagram page when it comes to stories, because as I said that it can also have the behind the scenes shooting and everything. And you can also tag other accounts like as you do in your post, and it is a great collaborating tool with a brand or an influence.
तो मेल ड्राफ्ट ले लो, फॉलो अप ईमेल जब भी डन.
Someone's mic is on. Okay, and fourth one would be collect user submitted photos. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a way to generate content for your Instagram page without actually doing any work? Well, there is actually this user submitted photos. You already have an engaged audience, whether it's hundreds of people or thousands. You can leverage your audience into generating useful content for you. Your followers will enjoy the user generated content even more than they will enjoy yours, because it's authentic and it's unpredictable. Cosmetic brands like MAC, Lakme use tons of user generated content that they promote on their Instagram page and show off their products. It's actually very simple. Your audience probably want to grow their own following too. So in doing so, it not only grows their following, but your following also. And just let them know that you will tag them in your post if you choose their photo to repost, because we don't want to get into trouble now, do we? And yeah, it's a win-win situation for you as well as your consumers. So now I will hand over the platform to Vidiksha, who will be talking about Instagram reels and stories and algorithms and other ways to market your brand. Thank you.
Benasha, can you put my PPT on?
Yeah, just 1 second. I just received it.
Okay. So in today's world, which is a very dynamic world, it's constantly changing, everything is evolving. And with this, everything that we do, we see, we experience is revolving around the internet, which pretty much makes up social media. So what is social media? It's any internet platform, online platform that helps you communicate, connect, promote, educate, entertain, influence your audience. Next page, please. Next page. Okay. So in terms of social media, we have a lot of other platforms. One of the biggest being Facebook, and Instagram taking over its throne. Today, Instagram is so important that everything that you do is so intensive, and it's a compulsion to post anything that you do on Instagram. Be it if you're going out with your friends, if you have a brand, you're launching a new product, or you need to tell your users, your audience, that you're uploading a new video on Instagram. Back then, Facebook was dominating the market, but today Instagram is highly competing with Facebook, Snapchat, and TikTok when it launched its reels. As you can see, there are literally more than 400 active users a month. I myself spend more like 10 hours on Instagram per week. Next page. So we have different ways of promoting or marketing or using Instagram, which is one of the biggest and the most cliche, being posting stories and videos on your feed. Later on, as Instagram evolved, it took on features from other social media apps, like the first being stories, then reels, and then you had your IGTV. So how can stories help you reach out to more people and like basically marketize your product or yourself as a brand? Stories are one thing that remind people that yes, you have posted this particular video or a photo on your feed. When you upload a new picture, you want to make people know that you've uploaded that. So you put it on your story, and people generally watch a lot of stories rather than the feed. It's easier to use. With your stories, you could like put in a lot of different features, like make it aesthetic, put in more GIFs, your stickers, a lot of other, even music for that matter. Next page. So why are Instagram stories important? First thing I told you, it does help you reach out to your audience easier. Secondly, you can make it aesthetic. Thirdly, you could build your consumer engagement. Higher the consumer engagement, it is more likely that your post or that your page show up on the Instagram Explore feed or Explore page. How do you build your consumer engagement? You put in polls, you put in those stories that ask you a question, or upload like a picture, like a folder, which is a new thing. Also adding music. When you add music, the people who follow that particular music page get notified that these many people have used your saved audio for a story. So that basically makes people go on and check your stories out. It makes them curious. Next page, please. Secondly, the biggest thing that Instagram is known for today is Instagram Reels. As TikTok blew up first with this whole idea of creating short 30 to 60-second videos and uploading, Instagram quickly took over that feature and engraved it into their own app. So what are Instagram Reels? They are short films, short videos that basically help you to promote or or give entertainment to your audience. So what makes Instagram Reels very important? First thing, there are two things. First is its engagement, and second thing, it's hashtags that are backed by the Instagram algorithm. So what Instagram algorithm is basically a system that tracks your posts, your consumer engagement, your insights, and pushes your post onto the Explore feed. Once your Instagram reel is on the Explore feed, you can immediately get a very high number of consumer engagement. Like when I was working for one of my internships, I took 4 videos, 4 reels, up to 1 million views just by using hashtags, and to know when, at what point to post exactly what. So Reels make it very easier for your page to grow. Now, algorithm works in such a way where it tracks your likes, it tracks your comments, your views, and how much time one person has spent viewing your post. The fact that reels are very important is because a lot of people spend their time actually looking at the whole reel and then switching on to a new one. Your post, and when you generally post, it can be liked, comment, and shared within seconds, but Instagram reels take a higher amount of time for people to, it takes time for them to stay on the post, and that's what makes it important. The more people stay on your post and actually spend more time on it, the more like it's higher to go on the Instagram explore feed. Secondly, hashtags. Just like you have codes in your games, so cheat codes, Instagram hashtag work exactly the same way. People follow pages as well as hashtags. So when you put a particular hashtag on your reel or your post or your video, it automatically drafts it into that particular hashtag file. And then as soon as people follow that particular hashtag, they get your video in their feed and the explore feed. And by using appropriate hashtags like reel karo, feel karo, reel it, feel it, explore page, FYP, these are like the highest used Instagram hashtags. You use them, and I guarantee you, your reel would actually reach the explore page and you'll get higher reach. Next page. So, like I explained it to you, it gets you higher reach. Your reel would show up on the explore feed, making people follow you, share your product or your reel. That is why a lot of people invest a lot of time and efforts making aesthetic reels that or aesthetic reels, and like about the products, like making them influenced and informative. Like today, you see mostly people spend a lot of time on reels. They have like hacks, they have tutorials, they have product introduction. Like today, also a lot of self motivation reels. These The content of your reels is actually what also pushes your reel out, that they should watch this. Transformations, your transition videos are what actually get you. So keeping up to the trend, using right ways to actually using right hacks and tips, and posting your reel or post out would get you where you want to get on Instagram. Next page, please. Okay, so this is like a small video on to how to make Instagram reels. It's very simple. It's a beginner's course. So please take a look at it.
Pratiksha, do you have a link or something? Because this is a PDF.
Oh, I'm sorry. It got converted into a PDF. I'll send it to you. Sanskriti, wait, I'll send it to you.
Okay, fine.
Actually, the pictures on the PPT right now are actually GIFs. So the GIFs they actually show how to add those filters or add like the poll and everything onto your stories. Can I send you the link on Canva, Panavshan? Can you screen that and go through the PPT again so that the GIFs actually work out?
Yeah, sure. So guys, till then, if you all have any questions or anything, you all can ask us.
Navshad, I think the link has been sent to you. Guys, any questions till then? Please let me know if you have a question.
I have a question. So, like sometimes they say that there is like a particular time or a there's like an ideal time where you post for your particular target audience. So, how true is that when it comes to Instagram? Because I have worked with like two brands, and for one of them it seems to work, and for the other one it doesn't seem to work. So, is it like true, or is it just like a, an unspoken rule kind of
I
thing?
get it. I'll explain it to you. So, like I said, knowing your audience is very important. So, like you said, one of your the timings for one of your posts worked and it didn't work for the other is because you need to track your consumer insight. So, what I'll tell you what I did for my internship that got me to 1 million to 1.4 million views. Okay, so I'm sorry, somebody entered my room. Okay, so what I did was I had this existing page. I went to the home page and I saw the insights. I saw what kind of audience do I have. If it's a higher female audience, male audience, the age, what time that they're generally active on. So I had more of a female audience. My audience was highly from US and India. And the timings that they generally were highly active was between 12 to 3 a.m. So when I tracked those timings and uploaded my reel in that time period, people tend to react to my reel higher. So for example, let's say that you're posting a reel about horoscope, let's just say, and you realize that your audience was active at 11 p.m. in the night through the insights. You post a reel during that time, and when people are free, they generally scroll, they spend their time scrolling on Instagram. When you post a reel on that particular time, it automatically shows up on their feed on top, the home feed on top. So that is how time and your content and hashtags work. So you could say that the timing is actually an unspoken rule or a hack on Instagram.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be sharing the screen now so you all can have a look at it.
It's from the stories. Yeah. So this is just basically how your stories would look, how you can modify it, make it more aesthetic according to your post. The more aesthetic your post is, people will tend to react to it more. It's more visually appealing. It registers into your head easier than generally what words would do. Next page. This is where I told you consumer engagement comes in. When you add polls, when you add questions, when you add like ask me a question, or like this or that kind of a situation, like should I go for this or should I go for that? When people react to it, it shows up more on people's feed, like, oh my god, why are people reacting to that particular story? Let me check it out, and then you will react it yourself. Next page. This is basically a reel, how reels become aesthetic. You could see how the content and matters basically. Your likes, your comments, higher shares, higher views, it shows up on the explore feed. Next page. These are the kind of reels that generally people post: fitness, self-motivation, products, tutorials. Next page. This is like the video. So take a look, play it, Vanasha. Thank you.
To begin, tap the camera icon in the top left corner of your Instagram home feed. At the bottom, select Reels. On the left, you'll see a menu of tools. The first one is the audio tool. Here you can choose a song to use for your video. Scroll through the featured tracks or use the search bar to find something specific. Tap the play button on the right to hear a preview of a song. Tap the song to add it to your video. Use the slider at the bottom to select what part of the track you want to use. Then tap Done. The next tool is Speed. Use this to make your video play faster or slower. If you choose a slower playback speed, you'll hear your selected audio play super fast while you're recording. If you choose a faster playback speed, your audio will sound slow while you're recording. The next tool is Effects. Here you'll find the same kinds of effects you can use on stories. There are colored filters, face effects, and more. Scroll through the menu at the bottom to check out your options. The last tool here is Timer. With this, you can easily record a clip hands-free. Use the slider to select how long you want the clip to be. You could record just a couple seconds or the full 15 seconds. Once you've chosen the length of your clip, tap Set Timer. When you press record with a timer on, you'll see a 3-second countdown before recording starts, allowing you time to get into position. Recording will automatically stop after the selected duration. Once you've recorded one clip, you'll see another tool appear at the bottom of the toolbar. This one is called Align. With this tool active, you'll see a still from your previous clip overlaid on your screen. This is to help you line up objects or people so that your transitions are more seamless with less effort. Once you start recording, the overlay will disappear. Continue recording clips until you're finished. With each new clip you record, you can change the speed and effects if you like. If you change the song you've selected after recording a clip or two, it will replace the song you originally selected. Now you can add text, stickers, and draw on your video like you can with Instagram stories. When you're done editing, tap the arrow at the bottom. Finally, we're at the posting stage. Here you can add a caption for your reel, add hashtags, and tag your friends. If you tap the image on the left, you can select a cover frame for your reel. Use the slider at the bottom to select a frame from your video, or tap Add from Camera Roll to upload a different image to use as the cover. When you're finished, tap Done. The Share to Feed option will automatically be enabled, but if you only want your reel to be posted to the Reels section of your profile and not shared to your feed, disable this option by tapping the blue switch. When you're ready to share your reel with your followers, tap Share at the bottom. If you're not quite ready to share it, you can instead save it as a draft. You can view your posted reels and your drafts by going to your profile and tapping the Reels icon in the middle. If your profile is public, your reels may also get featured on the Explore page for other Instagram users to discover. That does it for our guide to using Instagram Reels.
Okay, so now we've understood how to make reels, how to go about them, what to do. There's a bonus trick that I use for my reels, that I used for my internship. Instagram keeps a track of your likes and views and comments and shares, as I said. When you upload a reel, make sure you do not open a reel that you've posted in the first 24 hours through your homepage, your own page. You can open it through your comment section, or like you can open it where you get notifications saying that this particular person has liked your reel or commented on your reel. Open it from there. But because if you open it from your directly, if you open it from your home feed, your view is going to count as spam, and it will take away the chance of it showing on the explore feed. The amount of times you open it through your own page, on your own user profile page, it'll keep registering it as a spam view. And as more the spam views, it takes away the chance of it showing up on the explore feed and boosting your consumer engagement. So open it after 24 hours, or generally I prefer to open it through the notification section of Instagram, so that my view isn't count as spam. It is counted as an actual view, and it still shows up on the explore feed. So that's about it for Reels, guys, and Instagram marketing. Thank you. Any questions? Please let me know.
I had a question talking about social media marketing. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. So, and talking about today's time, if a brand is getting a video made or a reel made from an influencer, how much percent of it is useful for the brand? Because nowadays some influencers do have genuine reach, like do have genuine views, but some influencers do have bot views or paid views. So, what is your idea on how beneficial is marketing for the brand itself? Like if a Mama Earth brand is getting video made from influencer, so also the influencer, like how beneficial is it to the brand itself? What are your views on it?
Okay, so per se, let's say that I have an Instagram account, I'm an influencer, and you give me a product that you want me to feature. And you realize that most of my uh, followers or audience is bot. Okay. They're, first of all, they're not active users. So no matter what you do, it's not going to count. What you could tell me, or you could make sure, is that I use appropriate hashtags and appropriate timing to upload my video. So irregardless of you having bot audience, it will still show up on your explore page because you're keeping up with the algorithm and the trends that is basically on peak on Instagram. So that's what people generally do. If they put loads and loads of hashtags, first thing, yeah, do not put loads of hashtags, just a specific few that relate to your particular post. Because if you put a lot, again, it will be considered as spam. So do not put a lot of hashtags, just like the main ones that people are using a lot. So the whole game that you have for promoting on Instagram is basically the algorithm, and which is basically your code words, your hashtags. If you nail the hashtag game, you have a higher reach, irrespective of what your post is.
Okay, so last question, like talking from an agency side, like we do get to know once we go through the feed, okay, which influencer has bought followers or which do not. Like, what do you prefer the most, the content or the number of views on the video?
Okay, so basically, I think that both work hand in hand. So one is the peanut butter, the other is jelly. Even sometimes what happens on Instagram, even though your content isn't that great, it still shows up on your explore feed. Like I said earlier, it's just the game of your hashtags and your timings and what kind of an approach you're taking when you're uploading a specific video or a
And
reel.
by timing, what do you mean? Which time is at the peak when people follow, like people are on Instagram?
Okay, so like I explained when Avan asked this, is when you track your consumer insight on your Instagram. So if you want to track it, so consumer insights are mostly on your business accounts that people generally switch to when they are trying to into an influencer post. So when you go to your own homepage, there's an option called View Insights or Track Insights. When you go on there, you will see what is the ratio of male to female as your audience. What is the age? Is it like really young people, or is it like 20 to 30, or is it like 50 to 40 to 50? That's what it shows. And the end will show you what the time slot period that your users are active at the most. So when I was doing it, like I said, my users were generally active between 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Considering I had a lot of audience from the US also. So the timing must be different there, but once you understand the timing of your particular audience, when you upload it, it
We lost your voice. Vidiksha, are you there? Benafsha,
Uh, yes, ma'am.
just check why can't we hear Vidiksha? She was speaking.
She's dropped out of the meeting. She's
Okay,
joining
okay,
in.
okay, okay.
I'm so sorry. I think I lagged because of my Wi-Fi. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are.
Where did I stop? Like till what point did you hear me talking?
you were talking about, you were ending the answer.
Did you all hear the part where I said the TV, advertising on TV and advertising on Instagram?
No, we lost
Okay.
you at that point itself.
Okay, so like I said, timing matters. So when you post when your consumers are the most active, that's when you get the most reach. It's exactly how it works when you're advertising on television. When you're advertising during the evening, your advertisement will get more views because there's a lot of people watching during that time because they're back home from work and they want to spend time watching TVs. Relatively, if you post that same ad during the afternoon or in the morning, it's not going to get that reach. That is why advertising in the evening is more expensive. That's when Instagram comes in and covers up that cost. So when you the advantage with Instagram that you have is you know exactly when your consumers are the most active, and it's free of cost. So when you upload during per se 12 a.m., and that's my time bound, my consumers will get to see my reel on top of their feed. That's how you get your reach when you put time into consideration.
Okay,
Was
so
it?
basically you're saying the understanding your audience and using proper hashtags plays the vital role for this thing, right?
Yes.
Like what time do they come live? Like what are the age preferences and all this stuff.
Yes. Also, constantly posting, being consistent with your post during the initial, what do you say, promotion, initial introduction is very important. Per se, I have a brand and I've just launched. Me posting reels just once a week is not going to work out for me. I have to at least be consistent on the alternate days or daily is what will get it'll push your page, it'll push the Instagram algorithm and the system to put your work out because it's constantly loading its server with your content. If I post like 3 reels a week, including also your still post, my codes, my posts and my hashtags will make it'll load the server. It'll be like Vidiksha's posted so many videos, just put it out. It will release those contents onto the explore feed so that it could get other posts to get into its server. So being consistent is also important. Any
Also,
other?
I just had a one last query. Like, what is the perfect time on which an influencer should start, paid promotions or all those things? Like, what is the perfect time?
Like I said, it just depends on your insights and what kind of consumer profile you have. Let's say I'm an influencer for my fashion, I'm a fashion influencer, let's say, and my audience is obviously women dominated. Secondly, people who follow fashion influencers, they're generally from 18 to 25. Could be up, but it is more or less within those boundaries. And people like our age, young adults and teenagers, they're generally active during midnight and in the afternoon when they have free time having lunch or going out with friends. And even they're generally active throughout the day, but there are peak moments. So when you track those peak moments is when you put out your content. Per se, I'm a page that puts out news about the whole global situation. My active users will be generally between 6 to 8 or 6 to 9 in the evening, because that's when people come back from home, work, and they sit at home, scroll through Instagram, watch news on TV. That's when I'll post my news on Instagram to get them to see it. You get what I'm trying to say? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
I do understand.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, since you guys have no questions, I'll hand it to Vidhi. Vidhi, please take over.
Okay, guys, with that, we come to an end with today's workshop. Please join us tomorrow for the second workshop of Marketing with Style, where we'll be joined by a guest lecturer. So, have a great day. Thank you.
Wait on. Ava, Ava,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
can you please release the feedback form?
Yes, ma'am. Just may I please have 2 minutes? I just
Oh.
do that.
Ma'am, would
While
you
Ava
like to say
releases, yes,
something?
Piche?
Would you
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
say
of course.
something about today's event?
Yes, Benacha, thank you so much. Welcome to one and all the students who have been over here for this learning and understanding some deeper insights of digital marketing. Today was a day which has been done as per the tradition, something by your seniors, something by the TY, who have been indulging in these kind of learnings through their internships and their personal growth. And so, as per tradition, every time we have one event which is conducted by the seniors. So today, with Diksha, Vidhi, Benafsha, and Sanskruti were the team leaders and the resource people. And very effectively, they have given us details about Instagram and its possibilities. Well done. Of course, there's no ceiling to how much more we can learn, but within the limited time that we have, they've done a good job. And with the rich experience that backs up their thoughts, I'm sure you can always reach out to Vidiksha, Vidhi, and Benafsha to get more deeper understanding. Like Hit Pancholi had very relevant questions. Somebody else also asked another one, the time related details, which are very, very relevant and pertinent concepts when we go on digital marketing on various platforms. So, having said that, thank you to all these four young girls. You did a good job. Uh, Tomorrow, we have a guest lecture. We have a tie up with an institute of digital marketing, and we are bringing this to you. Some another one very, very important aspect of digital marketing across all platforms, and the concept is SEO, search engine optimization. I'm sure those who are indulging in digital media work, digital media marketing for your own personal brands, or as an entrepreneur, or you're working as internship with some agencies in digital media space, you would appreciate that SEO is one of a very strong components on how your marketing can be impacted effectively. So these are the various strategies, and it is a very intense strategy. It is a very detailed strategy. One can spend good couple of months learning more about SEO, and maybe that may also not be enough. But in a capsule form, we have tied up with this institute who's going to give us a guest session on focusing on SEOs as a strategy for digital media marketing. I would want the students to be present. As you all know, internships are compulsory for all of you during your summer breaks or winter breaks. Definitely not during your college hours. But having said that, you need to do that. And digital marketing is one of the very popular modes of pushing in your content, pushing in your products, services very, very effectively, as much the other portals, the print media, broadcast, OH will do, but digital media is on the boom. So I would look forward to having you all and more of you, FY, SY, and TY, all of you to be present for the event tomorrow, the SEO strategy for digital marketing. Of course, it's one workshop, which attendance is there. That's one factor. But more important is how much you will gain and start putting these learning, what you did from Instagram Reels today, Instagram detail that Vidhi, Benafsha, and Vidiksha very effectively shared, and tomorrow the SEO will share. It will do you a whole lot of benefit in your internships and in your personal growth space as well. We look forward to you blooming, growing, and being successful, best versions of yourself. And digital media definitely is there to stay for a long, long time. In fact, a lot more different versions of are coming, automation, artificial intelligence, which is going to give another new learning dimension. Hopefully next year we'll bring in some of more of that UI and UX experiences also for your exposure. But tomorrow, SEO, and today Instagram were the two major events, the two major strategies we thought we could focus upon. So I hope it has been a great learning for all of you. Thank you to the resource people, persons of today, all the four girls. Good job, keep it up, and you'll be given certificates that you have been the resource persons for the college, for the students and the staff, and definitely that would be a push up in your academics as well as in your internships and job placement. So those certificates will be issued to four of you. And right now, Ava is sharing a feedback form. All the students who are present, please fill it up for your certifications of day one. And feedback form certifications will be also tied up with both the days. So you should be able to do that feedback form for today as well as tomorrow to avail of this opportunity of getting your certificates. So thank you one and all from Delavine and from myself. We sign off over here. After you have finished filling your feedback form, you may exit, and we see you tomorrow at 12:15. You can all join in. The link will be shared in good time, and we will start at 12:30. But be sure you are there by 12:15 for the event tomorrow. Thank you, and over to you, Banafsha Vidhi.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you everyone that has attended today's workshop. We're actually very happy to have you all present over here. If you all have any questions, you all can always reach out to us, as ma'am said. But yeah, other than that, we've come to an end to this session. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Banafsha. Thank you, Vidhi, Vidiksha. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Ava. Bye-bye. Thank you, Beta.
Thank you, ma'am.
Students
Thank
can
you,
keep
ma'am.
filling and keep exiting after you have filled the feedback form. Thank you.
Ma'am, ma'am, we are still live. So if you could stop the live stream too.
Excuse me, ma'am.